Member for Vancouver West End.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. What we know is that the BC Restaurant and Food Associations have said that the HST will cost their members up to 10,000 jobs. That's the truth about the HST to the Minister. Shortly after announcing the HST, the Finance Minister...
Just take your seat for a second. Continue, member.
Shortly after announcing the HST, the Minister suggested that a burger might cost more, but then said that beer will cost less. Well, we know that burgers are going to cost more because of the HST, but now we know that the Minister was not telling the whole facts about the cost of beer. If you go to a liquor store, the government's marking up the price, yet they claim that people will cost on the savings. So will the Minister tell this House if the government actually isn't marking up the price and that somehow we've got it wrong, or are they just trying to gouge BC taxpayers with yet another cost through a different hand in a different pocket?
Minister.
Thank you. I'll repeat what I said earlier. The cost of purchasing wine or beer or spirits or other products at the BC liquor stores will stay almost exactly the same as it does now, Mr. Speaker. So, but I'd also point out to the member that the taxes that we derive from
members.
Whether it's the markup or whether it's the sales tax on alcohol products in British Columbia is a pretty important part of the revenue base that the province counts on for paying for health care and education and the other social services that are so important to British Columbians.
The member has a supplemental.
I do, Honourable Speaker. So the BC Liberals claimed that they weren't going to bring in the HST in the last election. The public believed them. Should they believe them? No. The BC Liberals did bring in the HST. The government claimed that, they'll pass on savings to the taxpayer. Should the public believe them? No. The BC Liberal government won't even pass on those savings. Do the people of BC want to believe this Minister? Yes, they do. But they know that just about everything about the HST coming out of this government's mouth should be taken with more than a grain of salt, maybe more beer, yet they're going to increase the cost of that too. So will the Minister finally stand up in this House, tell the public why they're wrong, he's right, and why they should even believe a word out of his mouth about the HST?
Minister.
Thank you very much, and that's interesting coming from a member of the New Democratic Party who campaigned on a platform to crank up the price of beer in British Columbia to the tune. Mr. Speaker.
Members. Continue, Minister.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I will reiterate, if the member wants to go out and buy beer at the government liquor store, it's going to be almost the same after July 1st that it is today. Mr. Speaker, the instructions that we gave to the liquor distribution branch is that the shelf price on alcohol should remain the same and should not increase as a result of the harmonized sales tax. Mr. Speaker, I can also tell the member that if he would like to go out to a restaurant in his constituency and order a glass of beer, he will in fact be paying less tax after July 1st than he would be today.